Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Well, I hope everyone is having a nice day. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Okay, I wanted to display my flowers because I am going to rip them all up and make some different arrangements. Once you get enough flowers, then you can just rearrange them. Okay. This video is pay fixed expenses, but don't spend $1 more than you have to, and then storable food. Okay. Okay, number one, buy food or get food first. At the store, at the food bank, EBT, pantry, or churches. So number one thing to get is food, because you have to have food, car, and related expenses like insurance, fuel, rent, and utilities. And you have to have food, and food is one of the things you can control. Okay, so now, so the first thing is we're going to get food in the house. Like when people get paid, they usually go to the store and buy food. Okay, and then don't spend any money on discretionary income for now. So if it's something that's not food, fuel, or what was the third thing? Rent and utilities, don't spend it. Okay, so like discretionary items might be, well, flowers, you know, hobbies, tattoos, hair and nails. I am going to get a haircut, but this hair is out of control. Furniture, entertainment, eating out, that kind of stuff for now, not forever. Or say, maybe go from Friday until Monday before you start spending, and hopefully sanity will return and you will go to food, fuel, rent, and utilities, because the weekends in my mind would be the dangerous time, because you got paid, you feel like you have money, but you really don't. Okay. Now this is really going to help, and this is like a drudgery thing, but once you start getting good at it, it's really going to save money, and that's planned meals. So I'm telling you what I'm going to just tell you for today, because you've seen me make this stuff. Breakfast is 1/4 cup oatmeal, 1/4 cup powdered milk, 1/4 cup half nuts, half raisins, and 1.5 cups water, and I always forget 2 tablespoons sugar. Then I cook that, and what I started doing that makes all the difference, and it was just kind of like a mini miracle that I discovered this. This yogurt is 23 grams of protein with no sugar added. How many calories is this stuff? 160 calories, but and this is good, this is vanilla. But if you can get this good yogurt and you can put it on your fairly cheap oatmeal, and the thing is, you're relying on dairy, you're relying on powdered milk, and you're relying on this protein. Kids would like this. Teenage girls could probably be enticed to eat this. So that is breakfast, and then I came out with a good lunch that is really likable. Lunch is bacon at 400. Just bake it, and then when it's half done, turn it. I get it crispy, and then I keep it in the freezer. I have a bacon and egg sandwich. I could use like a small hamburger bun. It's like a breakfast sandwich. I could have some kind of bread on the side, fruit or vegetables, and cottage cheese. So the cottage cheese gives you the dairy. Okay, I want to mention something to you. Okay, this is frozen milk, and I bought a gallon of milk for 96 cents, and I froze it all. So, okay, for cottage cheese, if you get used to the homemade stuff, 2 cups milk It can be powdered milk. Heat until it's almost boiling, and then add 1/4 cup vinegar. Stir it around, turn the heat off, cover it, strain it, and then you have cottage cheese, and you could have peaches, you could have pears. I still have mangoes, and I am freezing. I'm going 1 mango at a time, 1 a day, and I'm freezing them. Here's the ones I did yesterday. So I have bananas in here, and I have, you know, I don't remember what fruit I have in here. I should know, but I don't. But for sure I have bananas. It could be frozen fruit. Okay, so it's egg and bacon sandwich, or sausage, or cheese, fruit or vegetable. So that's a sandwich with a small fruit, a small vegetable. You can have a glass of milk, or you can make cottage cheese, homemade. Now, okay, now I want to tell you what I'm having for dinner. And I've made this many times, stuffed bell peppers. So I just make meatloaf. I stuff my bell pepper with it. I put ketchup on the top. I put the 2 bell peppers in a pan, 350. I put enough water, and I cover it and I bake it. And I like my bell peppers pretty much done. Then I have mashed potatoes, corn, and then fry bread. So let me give you the fry bread recipe. Where's the fry bread recipe? Oh, no. Oh my God. All right, is there, oh, here it is. Okay, now this recipe is really important, because if all you had, like for breakfast, fry bread with tea is good. So they're saying for the life extension, we should have 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm going to be buying olive oil this next time. And that's expensive, but if you're careful with your oil, you can save it. So mix this together. 1 cup flour, 1/4 cup powdered milk, that's optional. 1 1/2 teaspoons baking powder, or 1/2 tablespoon. 1/4 teaspoon salt. I usually use a 1/2 teaspoon. And 1 cup hot water. So mix all the dry ingredients and add the hot water little by little to create a soft dough. That is what I made last night, and I fried my hot dogs inside of it. That was good. I'm gonna make some stuffed sandwiches with cabbage and hamburger next, maybe next week. And okay, now after you mix up the dough, put a little oil in a bowl and coat your ball of dough and cover it for 20 to 30 minutes, and then fry in oil. So you don't have to bake this. You don't have to use a lot of frying. That is frying oil. That is optional. But then, you know, you could always fry some chicken in that later or something. Oh, my mangoes. All right, so stuffed peppers, mashed potatoes, corn, and fry bread, canned corn. So you go through your stockpile, or you go through your existing food and say, do I have some kind of meat? Do I have some kind of carb, like some rice or some sweet potatoes? And do I have a vegetable? And then if I have some fry bread, because you don't need butter with that. So that's that. And then some kind of dessert. And what I did is I bought a lot of like little cakes and pies and stuff. Some of them are in the freezer, and I'm getting those all together, and then I'll eat 1 or 2 at a time. So meal plan. Okay, number 3 is garden. Indoor, outside, window, or balcony. Window sill or balcony. Okay, so now cherry tomatoes and radishes grow year-round. Radishes come up in about 2 weeks. My garden has produced radishes. I want to get, radishes are the fastest growing vegetable, so I want to get to the point where one of my radishes is done and I eat them all, and then I do more. And I also just planted the whole cherry tomato. You know, I left them in the window until they got really soft, and they sprouted. Don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so, and then in your green onions with roots, you can just eat them and then put the root part in the ground. Okay, save seeds. Just get into the habit of saving seeds. If something happens and there's some food shortage, you're gonna be so glad. Just put them in a big box. They can all the seeds can be in the same box. And then just start planting them. Okay, for a basic garden, tomatoes, onions, squash, and peppers. And one of the best growing indoor vegetables is peppers. They could be, my bell peppers, if nothing happens, have quite a few flowers, so I'm encouraged. Okay, so tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, onions, squash, and peppers. Okay, now, for vegetables that come back the next year, asparagus, artichokes. You heard that the Chinese are buying all the artichokes from the Russians. I go, yeah, I bet. You know, they're finding out that these plant phenols are good for life extension, as well as they're saying they're finding a cancer cure. Okay, artichokes, onions, rhubarb can be grown indoors. Romaine lettuce, you just cut the root part out, start buying lettuce with, you know, the thing at the bottom, and sprout some roots, and then I've grown lots of that. Celery, potatoes, believe it or not, I don't know if they can last, but my potatoes have sprouted. Bean sprouts, mint, cabbage, eggplant, and chickpeas and kale. Let me give you a shot of this in case you guys, if you're new and you don't want to invest much money, just grow the food out of your seeds. I mean, that's what they did in the old days. And then once you generate seeds, you know they're going to sprout. Okay, stockpile of food. Okay, a little bit at a time. So yesterday, I showed you that I stockpiled 2 cans of these tunas. Okay, I said they were $3.99 and they weren't. They were $4.99. But this is 6 servings. So I thought, okay, awesome. All I have to do, that's almost a week, is stockpile 4 different kinds and then 1 extra to make sure. So, okay, I got 2 cans, get the full-size cans of corned beef. 1 at a time. The end of the world isn't coming along anytime soon. 2 cans, and I try to get, this one is 12.26, and I bought these a while ago. Roast beef, you can make tacos, you can make beef stew. I prefer these canned hams to Spam. I think you get more. And then 2 cans of pink salmon. So boom, there you have enough food for a month. That is the idea. You can go for a while, a day or 2 each week, without buying any. I just bake the corned beef. I put water on them, and I mean oil, and I bake them till they're hot. Okay, now, okay, so canned food. Now think about these mixes. Okay, the first one, oh, I couldn't find, yeah, I did find it. Okay, the first one is pancake mix. The second one is Bisquick, which I couldn't find, and it usually comes with the recipes, so save those. Then we have cake or cookies. Pineapple upside down cake. These yellow cakes are good. And then what do we have? I have this muffin mix. And then I brought out some brownies and some cookies, and then cornbread. So, this is cornmeal. So pick these up every now and then that is really going to stretch your budget. Now I want to give you the recipes. I'm trying to make these videos shorter. All right, this is a coffee cake recipe that is made with pancake mix, 2 tablespoons butter, 4 cups pancake mix. I usually make half a batch. 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 cup sugar, 1.5 cup milk, 2 eggs, 1/4 cup canola oil or butter, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, mix the cake up, bake it. For the streusel topping, 1/2 cup pancake mix, 1/4 cup brown sugar, 1/4 cup unsalted butter, and cinnamon. So you have your pancake mix. Now, in the morning, you can make some muffins with your muffin mix, or you can make some coffee cake. One of my customers was a housekeeper, and one of the things she used to make is this coffee cake that was so good. So that's with the pancake mix. Now, okay, so then think about cake mixes. I find these little cake mixes, these little Jiffy cake mixes to be good. Okay, cake that tastes like bakery cake. Add 1 to 2 more eggs. Use melted butter instead of oil. And instead of water, use whole milk, and don't overbake. And then what I have here is a pineapple cake, because I usually like to make those for my birthday. So back in the day, you know, I would make the easy ones because I was always broke. Heat oven to 350. Pour cake mix over crushed pineapple and fruit cherries. So most of the time I took the cherries out of my fruit cocktail because I never had, and bake according to directions. You can use a yellow cake or a white cake. Okay, here's the cornbread. Okay, now cornbread. Here's regular cornmeal. It's so easy to make, and it's really kind of better. 1 to 2 eggs, 1 cup milk, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 cups, 1 and 1/4 cup flour, and 1 and 3/4 cup cornmeal, 2 to 4 tablespoons melted butter, and 2 to 4 tablespoons sugar, 1 tablespoon baking powder, and bake 450 for 30 minutes. All right, now that's good for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all. Bye, you guys.